first down. Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
Hey, let's go!
The first carry from the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Wait! Wait! Four down. Let it go. Back 25.
To throw on second down. Ryan getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run him down out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And down inside the 15 he goes. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down. Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson being chased out left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. to sneak it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. So it's third and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Now Watson on third and goal. That's caught at the 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. From the gun, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route, tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass?
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Here's Watson now on second down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Let's go.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
On third down, Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Now they'll run it on the toss. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let's go.
Now Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Third and long. It's Ryan. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. And Bryant's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and get some big points on the board.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Watson now, looking to throw on 2nd down. Setting up the screen for Miller. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Come back, come back. Richmond.
To throw on 3rd down, Watson. The catch made by Miller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Richmond.
Watson on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
To throw is Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but Is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Like 25. Hey, Tuesday. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Now Ryan on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here. Locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. Look at them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Let's go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Mike 51.
On third down, it's Freeman, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free.
Ready. You ready?
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Get up!
Coleman now. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with third and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Matt Bosher now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Well, that's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Back to the air. Watson on second down. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They're going for it. It's Watson. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now Ryan on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed. As we inch closer to the regular season, I'm just peering down at some of the preseason records. Right now, Ravens 4-0, Bengals, Panthers, Cardinals, all 3-0. I guess my question is, what stock do you put in these preseason records?
Well, the easy answer is nothing because the preseason doesn't really matter. But some organizations do put more stock in it than others. Some of them want to win every preseason game. Others don't worry about that at all. Intel has told me that only one team has won the Super Bowl after going 0-4 in the preseason, and that was in a strike year, I believe, when Washington did it. So, for the most part, you just don't want to go winless in the preseason. But remember this, the Browns and the Lions both went 4-0 preseasons, then they went 0-16 in the regular season.
Speaking of winless teams, Eagles and Falcons both winless right now, could be Super Bowl contenders.
I still think that they're going to be, whether they go winless or not.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss right to Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Faking the give. Now Watson. It's caught. Michael Brewer. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. On the dive, here's a fullback Frosch. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Miller, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Throw left side, complete. That's Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Let's go. Tight, guys. Double tight. Come on, guys. 3 down. Hey, ready, set.
Coleman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And now a 10 carry for Freeman. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now the pitch to Freeman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Hey, let's go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Getting it down left side to Sanu. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Let's go.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Black 25.
Now it's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And Watson's going to throw it here. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. Keep the rest. Hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a... These ain't like the cops. In jail I had... I make you get off the...